Hello and welcome to the Money Marketing Podcast, and welcome to this special series of Weekend Essay podcasts. Join us as we delve into the personal narratives of our editorial team, exploring the intersection of life experiences and financial advice. From triumphs to setbacks, each episode offers a candid glimpse into the journeys that shape our perspectives on money management. Get ready to uncover the human side of finance as we share our stories, insights, and lessons learned along the way. Welcome to the Weekend Essays on the Money Marketing Podcast.
Weekend Essay. Don't worry, Gareth. There's always financial advice. It was hard not to feel sorry for Gareth Southgate as he cut a dejected figure on the pitch at the end of another heartbreaking Euro final defeat in Berlin last weekend. As he did 3 years earlier against Italy, Southgate had come agonisingly close to bringing football home after 58 years of hurt for the men's national team. However, the Three Lions once again just fell short of the final hurdle, and the wait for a first trophy since that magical World Cup victory over Germany in 1966 goes on. There seemed to be an air of inevitability about what would follow, and, sure enough, 2 days after losing to Spain, Southgate handed in his resignation. It brought to an end an 8-year tenure in which he guided his country to 2 successive Euro finals, as well as the quarter-finals and semi-finals of the World Cup. As the dust settles and the post-mortem begins, Southgate will have plenty of time to sit back and reflect on what might have been. So, what does the future hold for the man who made waistcoats cool again? Looking ahead, it will be intriguing to see what his next move will be. Presumably, he'll take a bit of a break from football and assess his options. But what if he fancies a complete career change, say, into the world of financial advice? If he did want to try his hand at something new, in many ways, he would be an ideal fit. I know, it's not going to happen, but please let me have my fun. If he did decide to make the jump from one FA, Football Association, to another, financial advice, let's have a look at some of the core skills he could bring. For starters, he has experience of delivering good outcomes for customers, which will come in handy with the first anniversary of the Consumer Duty fast approaching. Although he wasn't able to deliver the silverware the country so desperately craved, few can argue he has delivered better outcomes than we have enjoyed for decades. What else? Well, Southgate is certainly used to implementing strategies and having to change them when they aren't working. Another key attribute. More importantly, he's a man of integrity. While many may disapprove of his tactics as manager, the way he conducts himself as a person is first class. Perhaps helped by his impeccable sense of style and his demeanour, he certainly comes across as a man you can trust. And in financial services, trust is everything. Another string to his bow is that Southgate already has extensive experience of building and leading a team, should he ever decide to set up his own advice firm one day. What else could he bring to the profession? He's calm and used to keeping a level head under intense pressure. Well, outwardly at least. Southgate, no matter what is thrown at him, always looks composed, which is important when showing your clients you have confidence in your abilities. He also has a strategic mind and is used to planning for the future. There's another 2 boxes ticked. This means he can not only help his clients with a forward plan, but also ensures he stays ahead of any potential issues and regulatory changes. Southgate's emphasis on integrity also means you can count on him to make sure practices are not only legal, but also ethical. In addition, he's also used to keeping egos in check, another trait which might well come in useful. Now, I'm not for 1 minute suggesting financial advisors have to deal with the odd challenging client who think they know best or won't listen. Heaven forbid. But Southgate's experience of managing big personalities and people who aren't short of money would undoubtedly transfer well to the world of financial advice. Finally, if there's one thing Southgate has in abundance, it is resilience. And I'm sure the majority of advisors will agree that's something you definitely need in the job. From his penalty miss in Euro 96 as a player, to facing criticism over his style of football, team selection and substitutes, or lack of, as a manager to reach the final, he's used to bouncing back, overcoming challenges and proving people wrong. During the 0-0 group game draw with Slovenia, he was booed and had plastic cups thrown in his direction by a section of disgruntled England fans. But he responded with his usual blend of integrity, understanding and grace. England fans used to chant, to the tune of Atomic Kitten's hit Whole Again, looking back on when we first met, I cannot escape and I cannot forget. Southgate, you're the one, you still turn me on, football's coming home again. Well, football isn't coming home sadly, but don't worry Gareth, there's always a home for you in financial advice.
Thank you for joining us on this episode of our weekend essay series. We do hope that you enjoyed it. Please do keep up to date with all our new releases via Podbean, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and everywhere else you get your podcasts from. You can also keep up to date with all our new content published on the Money Marketing website, as well as our print edition Money Marketing magazine, so make sure to subscribe. Follow us on Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, and Threads. See you next time.